but he's not refinished yet. It's not refined yet. This was a great opportunity for him to continue learning, you know, and garner those supervisory skills that he really didn't have yet. So that's why I didn't want to go on record. That's why I held back. I got nothing against Tommy, you know, at all. And I think he's doing a great job, but he's definitely willing and had more to learn. You know, I mean, if you know, Chris is a big guy, and Chris, you know, it can be loud. Let's use him as an example because I think you'll allow me to.
That's what I am, man.
But and you know, but you got to have somebody in a position of, if they're in a position of authority, to say you got to go get a driveway permit, you know, or whatever. And you say, I'm not doing that, or that culvert's got to be replaced, or whatever. And or you can't go down this road. It's posted. Well, heck with you. Listen, you know, you got to have somebody that's got the guts and the confidence behind them to stand up behind the decisions they make, and that comes with experience. And that's the one thing I think he was earning and gaining this year.
How many people in this room have actually operated equipment, used it to build roads with?
Would you like to see my heavy equipment operator's license
filled
and
in,
my union card?
for the road
and would you like to know that my background also includes doing the relocation of North Station and the excavation work for the expansion of the Boston Garden and the yeah, he knows because he looked me up, but you didn't. So you can't ask me about operating heavy equipment.
Can I finish what I started to say?
Yeah,
Is it okay
but that was kind of a silly question. You should have took the time to look up my resume before you asked that one.
One time.
I can answer that question, Royce, okay?
You know, again, I'll ask you, can I just finish what I said just one time? What I
Then I'll answer your question.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Now, what I'm saying is, Tommy was already filling in when his dad had issues, when he couldn't be around. He'd been doing that. He knew the job well enough to do all that stuff. That's my reason for having thought that he was probably the best person for the job.
And he probably is.
It was that simple. I've seen him do it. I've seen him fill in. I've seen the town kept on operating just like it had been before, and again after.
I'm just asking you to give the kid a year's worth of time to continue having his eligibility for insurance, to continue being paid vacation pay, to continue being under the supervision of the three of you until you know for a fact that he knows every aspect of that job and he can legally run for office as the roads commissioner. That's what I'm asking you. I'm asking you to make that motion, Royce. Will you do it, yes or no?
I'll make no motion at this time.
I'll answer your question, Royce. You asked about anybody here that ever did road work. I plowed on this town for over 20 years, okay? I plowed every route in this town when nobody else would go up on Crown Shores Hills during the ice storm and stuff. I took a truck up there because nobody else would, okay?
Fine.
Okay? There used to be 5 routes to plow in this town. I was in charge of 3 of the routes, okay? From West Lebanon Road all the way over to Sanford, Emery Mills, I was in charge of that. I had 3 trucks and 3 one-tons, okay? So don't sit there and tell me about building roads. I worked under quite a few road commissioners. And you know what happened to them? One of them resigned because I caught him with his hand in the cookie jar. The other one, he didn't bother running again, okay? So don't sit there and tell me about the roads in Lebanon. I know a lot more about the roads in Lebanon than you do, okay? And I know a lot more about road construction than you do. So you can sit and smirk all you want, and you might think we're stupid here, but I think we're far from that. We know what's going on, okay? So just so you know a little bit about what I know about roads.
Just a curiosity question. What's the difference between the salary of a road supervisor and a road commissioner? Does the road commissioner's salary make up for no benefits package? Does it allow for him to go out on the market?
There was very little difference between the two, honestly, as far as money-wise. It was maybe 50 cents an hour's difference. I'd have to go look right now.
So that those benefits.
But is the 50 cents an hour?
Almost what he, you know, what Larry was getting. Is my point.
So could we give him a 50-cent an hour raise and still keep him eligible for his benefits and his vacation pay? I mean,
No.
wouldn't that,
No,
no,
not as a
no.
road commissioner, no, you just have.
No, as a road supervisor,
If you
if he
go-
was worried about him
As a
having,
road supervisor, you're a full-time employee. The elected road commissioner position is exempt from benefits as of July 1st,
right,
2015. That position is
And that's
the
not
position
something I
that's
took
exempt.
away from him.
The town took that away.
Right.
Right.
On a vote, okay? So if that, let's go backwards here, let's think of it a little clearer, okay? If that vote that just happened 5 years ago, and everything else stayed the same, and our road commissioner passed in February, and we appointed a road commissioner to fulfill that elected road commissioner position, there would be no benefits given to that appointed road commissioner
right.
fulfilling an elected position. So as of July 1st, until overturned by the people of this town, no benefits will be given to an elected road commissioner.
So I'm asking somebody there so that we can go home, because we're all getting tired.
Well,
Will somebody make a motion
I will shut down.
that that was an illegal vote and that it needs to be done in public?
Has anyone
Look at Terry
spoken with Mr. Torno about his feelings on the matter, for one? And two, yeah. So, I mean, because after all, basically I'm getting the idea that he got fired from the supervisor job
No.
and appointed as
No.
the road commissioner?
No.
No.
Wasn't fired, the supervisory job is not one that was ever there while your road commissioner was in place, okay?
Okay, so it was created in the
It was
laws
created
of-
without sliding someone in as a road commissioner so we
Right,
could
and
straighten
that's
out.
what you guys could do to take care of the crisis that the town was.
Correct.
Right, correct. Because, my position is that it should have been posted. If you're gonna appoint somebody as road commissioner temporarily, then we should have posted it as a temporary position, because there are many qualified people that have expressed interest.
Well, you guys
So
are
we
trying to
did
take
not-
care of crisis in
The
the middle
board
of
did
winter,
not
so.
appoint a road commissioner, they appointed a road supervisor, and we really didn't give him any more benefits than what he's got now, or what he will have.
What
He has
board?
no benefits now, as of July
Hold on.
1st.
When I say
Please.
board,
He has to-
All right,
my question-
please, hold on. I need a discussion.
I say
Please,
the
select-
board of selectmen
Which board? Former or this?
would have to be former because we have a new member now. Is that how you're saying it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right,
Yes.
so.
My question is,
No,
he
I'm
has
not
to
done.
accept.
I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
done.
Correct.
I'm not done. Okay, so restate your question. The former board,
Mhm.
continue, just so I got that straight in my head so I can answer you.
I forgot what I even asked her.
You said the former board something about, did not increase his benefits. We absolutely did, because,
Correct.
okay,
How-
what happened was, having been here for 2 years, Tommy Torno was not an employee of this town. He was an independent contractor who slowly took on more hours. For a while was kind of both, and then slid more and more hours into, well, especially once backhoe came, as an employee of the town.
Okay.
Okay, his hours have increased as road supervisor, and as a supervisor position, he hit all the
And
qualifications.
as a road
Of
supervisor,
salary.
he then became a salary person.
Correct. Now he hit those full-time hours. Okay, so that provided him all available benefits that any other full-time employee of the town would have. At that point, that was former board.
Right.
Current board, erased them
Correct.
as of July 1st.
Which is a town vote anyways.
Well,
Their
it's
point
your
is,
vote to put him
their
as
What I'm
road
trying to say,
commissioner.
he had a bunch of benefits as a road supervisor.
Right.
I
That's what
guarantee you,
you're saying.
I know that he had chosen benefits. Healthcare, other benefits.
Okay.
I know for a fact. I know what he has.
And he's not eligible for them as of July 1st because of a decision you made in haste, trying to be big guys double against one.
This was my question, was if the board appoints him as commissioner, does he not have the ability to accept or decline
Yes, he does.
that appointment? So if we have a discussion with Mr. Torno, then Mr. Torno would have all of his options very well explained to him, what benefits he's
Unfortunately,
gonna lose, what benefits he's gonna gain.
unknown to the board at that time, Friday morning, he was sworn in. So. we
Who
can
swore
always-
him in?
It was requested at the time, I believe.
I want to know who swore him in.
You were in here, so I assume you.
Royce, who swore him in as road
No, he can't swear
commissioner?
him in, but he requested it be done, right?
Oh, you requested he be sworn in immediately? Thursday you voted and Friday you swore him in? Royce?
Do I get to speak?
We're waiting for you to speak.
I believe by his appointment, he needed to be sworn in, and that was accepted by the office, and they did it. I didn't strictly appoint I did not strictly say to somebody, you have to appoint this person.
It wasn't a request made to you, made by you to the town clerk.
Oops.
She asked, all right, she probably did. She probably said, does he need to be appointed? I mean, does he need to be sworn in? And I probably said, yes, as a road commissioner, he does.
Is that how the conversation went?
Because that is what we had voted him to be.
The only thing I would have liked
Now, I'm
to
gonna ask you this.
see in the middle
You
of that.
say that you
was
say
accepted.
that the former road commissioner had no benefits.
I didn't say the former one did.
No,
I
as
never
of
said
July
that.
1st, we just voted.
Who he is replacing.
No, he had benefits, is what I'm telling you. Your former had benefits, that's for the town to vote on it.
So why doesn't this time?
Because the
He's
town just voted
he's
June
still-
9th.
He is filling in for the former road commissioner.
Could you show him the referendum, Ben?
That's the best way.
Somebody please grab it.
Could somebody show him the referendum?
I'm looking for it.
It's right here.
It's right
Yeah,
there.
and then the town went and voted that they could.
Oh, no, that one has to vote.
Oh, that's easier to read.
Yeah, we just voted to like not fund.
Well, are you really saying that you're trying to put the blame on me for a vote, for something?
No, you made him road commissioner.
I did not vote on, I'm not doing it wrong.
You motioned to make him road commissioner without explaining to the man, and you voted him, and you pushed him right into acceptance, and you pushed him right into swearing in, and you never told him that he's losing all his benefits, all his vacation pay, all his benefits by accepting that road commissioner's office, and all he's getting is 50 cents more an hour.
And how did the article get put into the referendum that got voted on?
And we're not talking about the referendum that the people voted on. We're talking about how you tried to sneak him in as road commissioner because you thought you were doing him a big deal, but you didn't take the time to research it and find out you were screwing the kid from the word go. Because you thought you were doing him a good deal. You thought you were, listen, your buddy at the other end sat there talking about how his vengeance for Larry Torno was the whole reason. And you guys got together, decided you were gonna put Tommy in there as road commissioner behind everybody's back and get him appointed and get him sworn in. Don't lie about it. Listen, I'm asking you, Mr. Nadeau.
Royce just asked a question why that was put on the referendum. You three selectmen put it on the referendum, not the
Right?
taxpayers.
2 out of 3.
Okay, so the board still put it on there. It wasn't the taxpayers, really, so don't act like.
Mr. Nadeau, I'm asking you to go back and protect your buddy,
Okay.
your buddy's kid.
And they found a lot of support, that's all.
Well, I'm asking you. You were so concerned about Larry Torno. I'm asking you right now to protect your friend's son, give him back his benefits. Well,
Okay, so that's what I'm waiting for.
okay,
From you.
We'll talk about it.
okay, that's all we need to hear.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, can we agree that we will revisit it on Thursday night's meeting after you have the chance to explain to Tom Torno what he's going to be losing versus the 50 cents an hour and the title he's going to be gaining? And we'll revisit it on Thursday night, is that fair?
Well, Ben will talk to him.
Okay, so Ben will talk to him. Everything comes to Ben.
Explain it to him.
Why me?
I don't care.
I don't either.
Well, you guys were the ones that made the motion.
It's more familiar.
That's fine, let's bring him right on in.
He's going to see this anyway because I'm going to call his daughter Angela and I'm going to tell her I'm putting this tape from tonight's meeting right on YouTube. She doesn't even have to go on my personal little Facebook page thing. I'll put it right on YouTube for the whole town to see exactly why Her brother should be turning this commission down because he's losing probably $1,700 to $2,200 worth of benefits in order to get 50 cents an hour and a title, because that's what you did to that kid, you. And you.
There was no change in pay. There's no change.
I thought you said 50 cents an hour.
No, that's somebody asked what the difference was. Well, I understood it to be the difference between what Larry was getting and what Tommy's getting.
Oh, okay. All right, my misunderstanding then as well. So there's no increase in pay. All he gets is the title, and you screwed him out of about $22,000 benefits, a young guy like that, who you profess his dad was your good friend. But you just screwed him. So I would really suggest that you be the one to call him and tell him you made a mistake and ask him if he'll give up that commission in order to get his benefits back. That's what I would do if I was an honorable man, Mr. Nadeau. I wouldn't put it on the one guy that voted against it and tried to save the kid. That's what I would do, Mr. Nadeau. So I guess we're going to find out who's honorable.
We're still gonna review those so they can get posted.
Okay, so I'm done. Are you guys all glad?
We're moving on to review minutes. We're moving on to do payroll. Did you review payroll? Oh. Did you
Thanks,
do
Beck.
payroll?
I'm not late, but I'm
Oh,
Sign off.
Hey, man. Have fun.
bye, Chris. Thank you.
You guys want to review these so we can get the heck out of here? Any corrections? We'll review your second. Any changes?
We don't have to have these tonight.
I'd like to get them done tonight. I took my weekend to type them up. I'd like to see you review them.
I mean, you're taking all week to type up all today's, too. I'll help you type if you want, bud.
He's a secretary, type it to work the thing with the laptop. Actually, where's mine? There's nothing in it, you know.
I'm gonna check this one out. Well,
My cigarette. And girl, I'll tell you what, we're not leaving until I have a smoke either, because I need a cigarette.
I know you do, go have one.
Oh, shoot.